Hey everyone.
Hi everyone.
Happy Saturday night. We have spent the past 2 days at the doTERRA convention here in Sydney, and we are just so full of gratitude and inspiration that we had to jump on and share it with you all.
Absolutely, we've just been reflecting on it over the past few hours. We had a great night down at the beach. They had a twilight swim and it was just beautiful. We're just talking about what these last 2 days has been for both of us. It was my first convention and that's second.
My second, yeah.
So it's quite an experience. And our parents have been looking after Harvey for the last 2 nights and also for tomorrow. So thanks, my heart goes out. So thank you for giving us this time and space.
This is a big deal, like 3 days without our topper, but it was something we knew we had to do. We have been aligned with this company, doTERRA, for the past year. We've been using the oils every day and we've been sharing them. But we wanted to share with you a little bit about what we learned. Hi to everyone joining.
Hello.
We wanted to share with you what we've learned over the past few days and just how our hearts have been cracked open and touched and moved and inspired and all that jazz.
Yeah, man, where to start? I think for me what really sticks out is the doTERRA, which means in Latin gifts of the earth, is so much more than just an essential oils company. It goes so much deeper than that. The founders of the company, so Dave Sterling, the founding CEO, he was there.
Incredible.
He's great. His voice is smooth as silk.
Oh, I could just listen to him all day and I want to be his best friend.
Yeah. And he was just talking about,
That's okay.
the early days of doTERRA 10 years ago. They had, I guess, this mission to take essential oils out of the niche, out of the, how would you say
the
it?
healers and the aromatherapists. They kind of wanted to bring it to everyone because they knew the healing powers of the essential oils and the impact that they can have on people's physical, emotional, spiritual, environmental, and financial health.
Indeed.
So they really wanted to, like you said, take it from the more boutique-y aromatherapist healers niche, which it absolutely has its place, but they wanted to bring it out into the mainstream world, and really their mission is to get an oil in every home.
Yeah, and I guess to speak to more on that, why that matters is the fact that these oils are so powerful. It's about changing the way we think about our health on a deeper level.
That's right. You guys know how passionate we are about natural health. I mean, for us, it started with food. That was the first thing that we changed in our life, and that really completely revolutionized our health, transformed our health for the better. And then we started looking at what kind of thoughts we were thinking, because that can also impact your health, and then what kind of toxins we were using in the home, whether that be our cleaning and our skincare product. That's kind of how we got into essential oils, and then we discovered this whole world of natural remedies and the emotional benefits.
Yeah, absolutely. And so I suppose to get those benefits we're talking about, oils have got to be good. They've got to be a high quality, and the vast majority of oils on the market are not pure. And I think that's what really amazes me about doTERRA, is that it's not just about oil, it's about making sure the quality is second to none. It's the therapeutic grade, otherwise you don't get the benefits. They just smell nice, but without that quality, they don't do much.
Well, they might not even smell nice. I mean, if you buy a $3 lavender from one of my favorite shops at Kmart, it's not going to smell the same as this beautiful lavender that we have here, which is just so pure, and the clarity in this is just beautiful.
It's so good, and that's what goes even deeper. That's why I said it's more than just about oils, because the way they source the essential oil, they call it co-impact sourcing. And what that means is, first thing is they only get the oils where they grow naturally, so only where they're sourced or they thrive indigenously. And that often means, for most of the oils, they're from they're sourced in developing countries. And what gets me is the story of how frankincense gets sourced in Somalia. And Dave Sterling, this is why I realised it's more than just oils. It's because Dave Sterling, the CEO, travelled first to Kenya, then 17 hours on a small plane in the middle of the night to get to Somalia. And the reason they were there is because they wanted to shore up the frankincense trade. So co-pack sourcing has many aspects, but essentially just means that they're making sure the oils are pure, and also the people who are sourcing them, the growers, the farmers, are getting a fair wage, fair conditions. And that wasn't happening with frankincense, and many of the growers traditionally, I guess, weren't well looked after. And that's what amazes me about this company. They decided they wanted to give the farmers what they deserve. So for frankincense farmers, they now get paid 10 times more than what they were getting paid when the market was controlled by middlemen. And that's amazing. And it doesn't even stop there. Not only that, then doTERRA looks at how they can do good in that community. And in the case of frankincense, I guess they got the elders together, the chief people who are influential in the area, and they said, "What do you need?" And they said, "We need schools and for our boys." And then Dave Sterling, the founder, CEO of doTERRA, said, "Well, we're not okay with that. We want the girls to get educated too." So they agreed, and that's a real breakthrough. So I guess when I think about using frankincense, I think about farmers who are getting paid 10 times more than what they would have got. I think about the girls who are now getting educated when they otherwise may not have.
Yeah, and that's just so amazing because, in a country like Somalia, women aren't getting educated. And so if you think about it, that's like an entire new generation that are going to have opportunities from education, because doTERRA and we personally believe that education is one of the most powerful tools that you have in this world, education and empowering people. And if we just go back to what Matt was saying before, so when they started the company, their mission was to get an oil in every home, bring it into the mainstream, but they also thought, how can we change the world in the process? So like Matt said, they go into the countries, like we source the oils from over 40 different countries, and more than half of those are developing countries. So when they go into a community and they source the essential oil, they look at that community and they say, how can we help you? And we heard countless stories over this weekend of what they have done. One that really stuck with me was in Kenya, just in November last year. That's where we sourced ginger and quite a few other oils, like I think geranium's going to start coming from there as well. Anyway, so where these oils are grown, it's not in a big city. It's actually out in rural Kenya. It's hard to get to. There is literally no medical facilities there, and there's not running water. So they would have to walk 2 to 3 kilometers one way to get some water, and that water wouldn't be clean, it would be dirty water. And in fact, a week before doTERRA came in, a girl actually lost her arm because it's crocodile infested waters. I mean, we can't even fathom this in this amazing modern Western world that we live in. So what doTERRA did is they went in there and they built a well.
Hi, Joe.
Hello. Yeah, they built this incredible well so that people now had access to fresh running water. They no longer had to walk those 2 to 3 kilometers to get this dirty water. They had clean, fresh water. And that just blows our mind. Us buying a bottle of ginger has that impact on these communities that otherwise might never have received any aid. It's really incredible.
It really is. So it just goes to show, each drop you're using of the oils are making a huge difference, not just to you, but to the people who are sourcing it in their communities. So powerful.
Yeah, and we've just heard, like I said, countless stories like this over this weekend, and it is just making us so proud to be aligned with such a beautiful company, to know that these incredible essential oils are providing hope to people that need it, hope for their health, for their emotional well-being, but hope in these impoverished communities that may not have had that before. It's such a beautiful circle, really.
Yeah, it is, and that's what was mentioned today. There was a poll that was, people were surveyed all around the world about what the world was missing, and the number one answer was that the world's missing hope. And I guess we like to think with this movement, because it's more than just a company, that the oils can bring hope. They can bring hope to the people, us, you, who are using them, who are in need of a good night's sleep, or you've got tummy problems, or your kids aren't sleeping, or
they're experiencing big emotions, or you're experiencing stress and overwhelm. Maybe you need energy. Maybe your nervous system needs to be calmed down. Like, there's so many things that these essential oils can have a positive impact on, and your health. It's just, I'm almost lost for words. It's just kind of rare for me when it comes to this topic. But I'm just going to quickly refer to my notes, because I did have some things that I wanted to bring to your attention. Okay. So not only are we paying the farmers a fair wage, but we also have what's called the Healing Hands Foundation. And this is a not-for-profit, charitable, arm of doTERRA. And the overhead costs are completely covered by doTERRA. So wellness advocates actually donate money to this fund, and then doTERRA use the healing hands to build things like schools and medical centres out in these regional communities where the oils are sourced. So not only in places like Kenya are they getting running water, but they're also getting regional medical hospitals. It's quite amazing access to those medical supplies. We did hear that previously, prior to some of these things opening, people had to drive 3 days in a pickup truck to get medical attention. And if you are unwell, 3 days, that's quite a rough
could be the
journey.
difference between life or death sometimes.
So that's so important. And then there's so many other things that they're doing, like Days for Girls, which is educating women in third world countries about their cycles and what to do, because they don't know, and providing them with hygiene kits so that they can live with dignity. That is just such an important thing. Like, these women have had children and still didn't know what it meant to have a monthly cycle. So education really is key. Once they could understand what was happening with their bodies, they weren't so scared, and that's such a beautiful gift to be able to give them. I don't know if I can even talk about Operation Underground Railway, because
let's just say that there is a lot of kids out there who are being held against their will and being forced to do things that are kind of unspeakable here, I'd say. And so I guess the upside is that what doTERRA does with funding that cause is that they can free the kids, from slavery.
And that's just so incredible. So we're just saying that you purchase these oils that are incredible for your health and your vitality and your well-being, and then that is the impact that it has in the world. I mean, how could we not partner with such a beautiful company? So we knew that we had made an incredible choice by deciding to align with doTERRA, but this convention this weekend has just shown us how beautiful it really is to be involved with this. And so we want to educate you guys, we want to empower you, we want to show you how you can use these oils to benefit your health, and then share with you how the impact that's having on the world. Because I think there's a bit of a shift happening in the world. We're becoming conscious of where our money is going and what it's doing. Like, if you look at Thank You, a brand that we really love, like, instead of pocketing the money, they're using those funds from the products to do good in the world, and doTERRA is the same. And it's really really beautiful thing. So tomorrow night we do have an online class on Facebook. We'd love you to come along if this has spoken to you. If you're thinking, wow, like I kind of need to know more, I want to know what you guys are talking about, why you're so passionate, why you went from food and mindset to essential oils and natural health, we would love to teach you, because that is our favorite job in the world at the moment.
We love teaching it. We love teaching. We love sharing stories about how they've changed our lives, how they've changed our friends, our families' lives, and there's nothing we'd rather do.
Yeah. So tonight we're sharing our heart here. Really, we're sharing what's passionate to us. We're sharing what's resonated with us, what has spoken to us on a deep level, and we're still processing it. There's so much information that we learn, and we're just still reveling in it, and we'll share it with you more over the coming weeks. But for now, that's what we wanted to share with you, just a little small snippet of the amazing, incredible things that doTERRA is doing in this world. And we'd just like to invite you to our Facebook class tomorrow night. It is at 7:30 Sunday night. However, it's an online class and it's go at your own pace. So if you click going to the Facebook event, you can actually access it anytime over the next 4 days. So that link is in our profile. If you just go to the link tree and then click Nourished Essence Facebook events, it will take you right there. So we would, for those watching on Facebook, just head to our events tab. And we would absolutely love to have you come along and learn, and we're happy to answer any questions that you might have. If you aren't able to attend that class, no problem, send us a message. We can guide you through some options that way, or we're also hosting in-person classes quite regularly, so get in touch, reach out. We would love to help you.
Yes, indeed. Should we talk about new oils? Or?
Oh, I think we might come back for another video on that, because there's just so much to share, and it is quite late on a Saturday night. So we will be back tomorrow, and we will share all about the new oils that are coming to Australia, and trust us, you want to tune in for that.
You're going to love it.
Yes. Thanks, guys. Hope you have an amazing night. Bye.
Bye.